guys, Chanina here, and welcome back to my channel. So, it's been a minute since I've talked to you guys. I've been going through some life changes, and I'm just now getting back settled. And so, it is mid-August. Well, it's about to be the end of August, actually. And I had a video ready for you guys with new opportunities for a rise and kind of revisiting the opportunities and things like that. But something happened and I wasn't able to get that video up. I've been without internet service for like 2 weeks now because of the whole transition, life stuff, y'all. But I don't want to bore you guys with that. So anyways, I'm redoing this video. So today I would like to revisit arise.com because it is getting closer to the holidays. There are a lot of you out there. I see you on Facebook trying to figure out what the best opportunities are. A lot of you are looking for low cost or no cost opportunities and things like that. So I thought that I would reintroduce you guys to arise.com. That is a company that I am currently working for, which is a virtual micro call center opportunity that you can do from your home. And it is an hourly paid opportunity. So this is not one of those type of setups where, you're selling products or you have to have a whole lot of inventory and share with your friends and family, that sort of thing that we normally do in direct sales companies. This is actually something a little bit different, and it's worth doing. It's helped me to overcome not having an income. A little bit of backstory about me, which I've shared this with you guys before, but those that are new to my channel, just to give you a little bit of backstory, I became unemployed when I had my daughter, and I was just in and out of work trying to find something on a permanent basis. I tried hair salons, things like that. Even went into business with my mom, and Mother Nature happened, and that came to an abrupt end. And it's just been kind of hard trying to find a job, and I'm sure that most of you out there are experiencing that, especially if you're fresh out of college or you're a stay-at-home mom with an infant and you don't have the finances to pay for childcare. Because if you had experience with childcare, then you know that it's very expensive. It's like paying a second mortgage or rent or something like that, and some of us can't afford that, so we have to sacrifice outside income in order to care for our children. So this is an alternative that you guys can do to still take care of your children and bring in income and be able to stay home at the same time. The schedules are flexible. You get paid hourly. You get to choose what client you want to work for. So arise.com is a virtual company that partners up with a lot of companies that we know of, that we're aware of, we hear of. We've even get services through some of these companies. And they're just looking for agents that would like to assist their clients from the comfort of your home. Okay? So you'll basically be doing like customer service type of work. So Arise is just that, that link to get you to those companies that are looking for people to work from home, So anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about the company. They've been around forever and a day. And years ago, Arise used to be out, but you didn't hear a lot about it. It was more like it was almost like it was a secret, but it's not a secret. It's just one of those things that you hear about through word of mouth. So, let me go through, because I've actually got the site. Let me move my camera over here just a little bit so you guys so that I can click on my tabs, because I've got you set up on my laptop here. And so I'm just going to go a little bit over the information to give you an idea of what you will be experiencing as an Arise agent. So for starters, there is a registration process. You would go onto the arise.com website and you would register as an agent. From there, of course, you would fill out all of your information, and there's a couple of things that you'll have to do. So you'll have to do a background check, which is paid for out of your own pocket. You'll also, in some cases, may have to do a drug test, and then there's some equipment that you're going to have to invest in. So this is one of those opportunities where you're going to have to invest a little bit of money in the beginning because you'll be an independent contractor versus an employee. And there is a major difference. If you guys aren't sure what the differences are between a 1099 and a W-2 employee, just Google it. Because, that's a whole nother subject. But so one of the things that you'll have to do in the beginning, like I said, is of course fill out the application, or not so much of an application, but more like a profile. And then from there, you would have to do a PC check. I'm trying to find the, you'll have to do a PC check. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me go back here because I don't know what just happened. Here we go. So you would create a profile, and then from there you would do your background check. A background check doesn't take that long. I do advise that if you have any like felonies or anything like that, then don't even waste your time. The background checks are run by independent third-party vendors, and you do have to pay $7.95. It's just the one time, okay? And there's a link that you'll be provided in order to do that. And then after that, you will sign a non-disclosure agreement, which basically is saying that you're not allowed to mention the clients that you're servicing, or the clients that are available on the opportunity list and things like that. They like their privacy, and they don't want any misinformation to get out there. So you will have to do that. And then if you are signing up with Arise as an entity, meaning like you have an LLC or something like that, then of course you would enter your company's EIN number, or the EIN number of the company that you are signing up under. So you can actually either be directly up under Arise, or if you know somebody who is an independent business owner that's partnered with Arise, then you're welcome to sign up under them. Of course, you would need their EIN number to do that. So then once you get past the pre-registration process, then you would select the client that you want to work for. And a little bit later in the video, I'm going to share with you what clients are available right now. I'm not going to mention them by name. I'm going to just mention the type of company they are, when the class starts, and how much it costs for the certification class. You do have to pay for your certification class. It's just like picking up a trade or something like that, like if you want to be a CNA, or maybe you want to start your own lawn service, or anything that you wouldn't normally go to college for and you need to be certified in that, then you would normally pay out of your pocket. So for those that are a little bit, hesitant on doing the Arise opportunity because you have to pay for it, don't think that it's a scam. Just think of it as you are paying for higher education or to learn a new skill. And that's pretty much it. Same thing, I've given this example before. For me personally, just like when I completed cosmetology school, and then I had to go get licensed in order to work in a hair salon. I had to pay for that. I had to pay for to get certified. Even like here's another example. There's a website called prosolutions.com, and if you wanted to, let's say you was working in like the social work field or something like that, and there were some classes available that would certify you in that certain area, then you would have to pay for that. So don't get discouraged when you hear a company like this and they're asking you to pay for your certification class. It's completely legit. It's just like going to get certified as a nursing assistant or something like that. It's the same thing. It's just a little bit a different industry. Let's put it like that. Okay, so once you select your client that you want to work for, you will have a certain amount of time to actually pay for your class. Now, here's what I would suggest. They do offer different times that you can do the certification class. It just depends on what client you choose. Some of them offer morning classes, some of them offer midday classes, and some of them offer evening classes. Do what works for you. The reason I say that is because you may not receive, like, for example, if you sign up for a morning class and then right before the class starts, you realize, oh my gosh, I chose the wrong class. Yeah, you can try to get it switched to evening classes or something like that. And that'll work. But if you just decide that, hey, I changed my mind, I don't want to do this anymore, then you're kind of SOL because you won't receive a refund or anything like that. So be sure that when you go into the arise.com website, look over all of the information, okay? Read everything and make sure this is something that you want to do, okay? Before you start investing, because you will have to possibly invest in like equipment, like headsets, a desktop screen, and things like that. And you don't want to go through that whole process where you've spent the money to get started and all this other kind of stuff, and then you decide later, hey, I don't want to do that, or I made a mistake, So be sure to read all of the information just to kind of, brief yourself on what you're getting into, what it's all about, things like that. If you've watched if you watch that show, The Real, they actually had a segment about Arise. Arise has been mentioned on TV a few times, but like I said, it's one of those things where it's not for everybody. So like I said, I do encourage you to read through everything to kind of get the feel of what you're going to be doing, because you're going to basically be at home doing customer service, okay? So after you select your client, then comes the certification class. So the certification classes, the price of them change all the time, okay? And they're gonna vary. The general information that you'll get on the website is that it varies from $50 to $250, but I've seen it lower than $50. So there's times where they'll do price slashes. And, those are the times that I normally put a video up to let you guys know, hey, this is what's available, but sometimes they don't. So the courses are required in order to start servicing. So you can't bypass that part. Like, they're not going to let you start servicing clients without knowing what to do. And that's pretty much the whole point of certification class. It's a training class. They're going to tell you a whole lot of information to help you be successful at this. And you're going to need that because, it's just like going to a job and starting a position that you've never been trained in. They're not going to allow you to do that. They're going to make sure that you are ready to service their clients, okay? After you do the certification class, there will be like an ending portion. You may have to do some mock calls and things like that. And once you get through that, then you're all set and ready to go. You can start servicing. For me, during my certification class, we actually picked our schedule that last week of certification class before we did mock calls. We actually chose our schedule for that upcoming week just in case we made it through the final part of certification. Now, if you didn't make it, then of course you couldn't work your schedule. But, as soon as you're done certifying, you can start working. There's no wait process. You can start working that next day. You know what I mean? If you chose your hours for that day. And choosing your hours and things like that, your minimum hours required, all of that type of stuff you will go over with your certification leader, your trainer. They're gonna go over all of that stuff with you. So don't even worry about that until the end. Then there's this thing called an SOW. You're going to sign an SOW, which is statement of work, and for each client program and your agents that you choose to service. The duration of SOWs are generally 3 months. They can go longer. You can pretty much work however long you want. As long as you do what you're supposed to do, then there's no reason why Arise or the independent business owner that you've signed up under will cancel your SOW. So I did have a question about that on one of my previous videos. Well, how long can you work? I've started in November and I'm still working to this day. Even through my life transition, I was still able to just pick back up and work in a totally different location. And you're able to do that too. So if you're moving to a different state or something like that, then you don't have to quit Arise. You can just, if you've already chosen your hours for the week that you're moving or whatever, then you can swap them and then you can pick right back up where you left off. As long as you're not going so many weeks without working, then you're okay. Okay. So that's what the SOW is. It can be short term, long term, it's up to you. I haven't had any issues with my SOW. The only way that, like I said, that they would cancel your SOW is if you're just not working, okay? Or if you just did something totally outside of the box, like was really, really rude to a customer or a client, or you said something to the left to somebody, you know what things will get you fired from a job, okay? And so that's how that works. And that's pretty much it. As far as equipment, you do have to have a landline phone. You will have to have internet service. You cannot use Wi-Fi. And you will have to have a noise canceling headset. You will have to have a phone because here's my phone right here. Because there are some things that you may have to download onto your phone for like security reasons. Like for me, I have 2 apps that I have on my phone that I have to log into for security in order to get into all of my other systems that I use to work. So it's really not, I know that there's a lot of skeptics out there, but truly, honestly, this is a straightforward to the point type of opportunity. There's no, I didn't, you get told all of this stuff in the beginning and then you find out something totally different later on. It's nothing like that. It's a legit opportunity that, like I said earlier in the video, it just allows you to work from home. Okay, so let me give you an example of some of the opportunities that are now available that you guys can go and take a look at. You can only take a look at these opportunities once you create a profile, okay, you guys? And like I mentioned, I'm not gonna say the actual name of the company because of the non-disclosure agreement. But I could give you an idea of the type of companies, tell you how much they cost, and tell you when the classes start. So let me go back here. And this list changes from time to time. So if you see something that that you're not really interested in, just keep checking back. I will say this though, you want to try to start a certification class as soon as you create a profile. Like, don't wait too long. Don't procrastinate or anything like that. Because you can always, even if you start a client just to get the money rolling in, if for any reason you're not feeling it later on, then you can choose something else, okay? So I'm just gonna go straight down the list here, and most of these classes start either the very end of August, September, throughout September, and then there's a few that starts in the beginning of October. So if you don't have the funds to sign up for a certification class or for one of the clients, then there are some alternatives that you can do. I've mentioned them before. You just kind of got to go through my videos and kind of listen, and I share a couple of ideas that'll, help you along the way. So the first company, and I'm just going down the list, this client is a telecom program. They are looking for agents to work from home, of course, and this is a customer service sales type of position. And right now, the cost to sign up for this certification class is $49. The class starts September 11th. Now, for this particular company, I'm going to tell you this. I've seen it cost over $200 to sign up for this. So $50 is really, really, really good, okay? This one, the next one is a tax company. Let's put it like that. It's a tax company, and they are looking for agents as well. And the initial cost to join this certification class is $29, and the class starts September 11th. This is a resort reservations company. It's $69 to start. You cannot live in California, and the class starts September 13th. There's also another, oh, this is the same one. So this one's up here twice. The telecom or telecommunications program. This one is twice. Let me see what the difference is. Okay, so this one is on here twice. And so is the tax. So you're going to have to, when you see it listed on here twice, read the details, because there may be something different between the classes. So make sure you read the details. The next company is a sister company of an office supply provider, okay? And the initial cost for this certification class is $99, and it starts September 25th. Then there's a roadside assistance company that's looking for agents. Now this one is $249. I've seen this one on here a few times. Sometimes they're looking for bilingual. Sometimes they're just, looking for people in general. Well, bilingual speaking people. And then sometimes they're just looking for people in general. It's a customer service position. It's $249 for the certification class. And this class actually starts in just a few days on the 28th. And let's see, the next one is a retail bookseller company. This company is very popular. I wish I could tell you guys the name of them, because, it's so exciting when you hear the name. You're like, oh, I know who they are, But anyway, so it's $149 to start the certification class for them. And their class starts September 20th. Another company that is available, they also do office supplies. They're looking for customer service agents. The initial cost for this class is $99, and it starts October the 13th. There is another tax class that starts September 8th, and this is a customer service sales position, and it's $29. And it's with the same tax company that I mentioned earlier. You can also do cruise vacations. That's a pretty fun one. My sister-in-law does that one. And the cost for this class is $149, which I think is the cheapest that I've ever seen it. I think the last time it was listed, it was over $200. So $149 is not bad. And this class starts September 11th. And then it's listed again. One is for sales, one is for customer service. You can decide which one you want to do or which field you want to go into with this particular cruise vacation company, but they're both $149 and they both start on September 11th. Okay, so again, this is a office supply business advantage program, and they're looking for customer service / sales, and it's $79 to take the certification class, and this class starts September the 8th. If you're into assisting people with their vacation plans, you can definitely enroll in this one. This class starts September 21st, and the initial cost is $99. So just to give you guys an idea of what's available now at the time that I'm making this video, it changes all the time. So if you want to keep up with what's happening as far as what clients are looking for what, then create a profile, you guys, okay? Let's see, what else can I tell you? Let's see, I told you the basics. I told you about the background check and all that, the equipment. Read the details. The buttons are different. When I first introduced this to you guys, the info button was like this little bitty circle with an eye in it, but now they are clear and plain as day. You click on, when you create a profile, and you click on home, you'll get the list of all the clients that are available, and you'll see the green info button. Before you select that client, read the information, okay? Click on info. That is very viable to how this is going to work for you, because you don't want to just select something and then you don't meet all of the criteria as far as like equipment and what type of computer software that you have to have, or that it's compatible with, and all of that kind of stuff. Another thing is that you'll be doing too before you're able to pick your client is a PC check. So they're basically going to check your computer to make sure that it's compatible, that it'll be compatible with the systems that you're going to be using, okay? So yeah, I do encourage you guys to, before you hit that select button, because once you hit that select button, it's going to tell you how much time you have before you have to pay for the certification class. And once you pay for the certification class, it's done. All you have to do is wait until the class starts. Be ready, okay? Once you're in the certification class, then it is on and popping. Some of the classes are short. Some of the classes are a little bit longer. But be prepared. Have your paper. Have your pencil. Check your emails, the email address that you use to sign up with the Rise. Constantly check it. Check it. Because I'm telling you, your box is going to start filling up with all kind of information, all kind of steps that you're going to have to take before the actual certification class begins. So you don't want to start your first day of certification playing catch up from the beginning because you didn't do any of the things that you were required to do before you started. Now, if you had trouble getting some of these things done, then of course they'll help you the first few days of class. But then once everybody is set up and good to go, then class starts, okay? And it's there. You have to be there every day. That's the only way you're going to be able to get the information. I would encourage you to miss as less days as possible. If you can help it, don't miss any days. Don't be late, and make sure you participate, because that is a part of your percentage. You do have percentages that you have to meet as far as your commitment with your schedule, as far as being in class, as far as doing your self-paced work. You're gonna have to maintain a certain percentage in order to make this flow easy for you, okay? Because it's gonna seem overwhelming in the beginning because it's something new. For me it was anyways, because I've never done anything like this before prior. So it is going to be a little bit overwhelming at first, but as you get further into your certification class, the more comfortable you'll get with the information. And then you'll get back nervous again at the end when it's time to complete the final steps of your certification class. But I'll tell you what, if you've been to class every day and you've been paying attention, you've been doing your self-paced work, you've been taking notes, really good notes, then you'll be okay. Nervousness is just a natural thing. We all go through it, but you'll be fine, okay? So in order to find out how much you'll get paid, a lot of times you'll have to contact your independent business owner so that they can tell you what your hourly wage is going to be. You can make anywhere, y'all. You can make anywhere from $9 to $15 an hour. It just depends on which client you choose. It just depends on what client you choose. But keep in mind, you can work as many hours as you want that are available. The client that I service for have hours all the time. So you never have to really worry about, well, are they going to have enough hours? And Let me tell you the two companies that are pretty consistent with hours: the telecom communications company and the reservations company and the companies that involve vacation, helping people with their vacations. They pretty much have hours all the time. So that's one thing you don't have to worry about. I've been told that there's other companies out there where you have to kind of fight for your hours, you don't work as much, but I've never had that problem with the Rise. We choose our hours once a week for the upcoming week, or the, like, for example, tomorrow we'll be choosing for the client that I service tomorrow, we'll be choosing our hours for the week of, not the 20th, but that following week. Because last Tuesday we chose hours for the week of August 20th. So, well, for this week. So, you'll be able to choose your hours way in advance, and they're flexible. So you can work around, your kids' school schedule, or any church functions that you may have, any other commitments that you may have. You can work around that. And you can make as little or as much as you want. Now, all of the clients are going to require you to work a minimum amount of hours, okay? In order to stay in compliance with your commitment adherence, which is what you will learn about during certification class, you want to at least work those minimum hours, okay? And then you'll be fine. And then anything extra that you want to work is just bonus, okay? For me, my weeks vary. Sometimes I work just the minimum hours. Sometimes I work more. It just depends on what my home life is looking like, because you do have other obligations. And this is a good opportunity to help you bring in income and allow you to work around the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? So you guys go to arise.com if you are looking for an IBO to join up under. I am currently not an IBO, but I will list the website to the IBO that I am signed up under, and you can get a lot of information from there. And there's also an open line of communication. I know that in the past videos that I posted, some people had mentioned to me through email or commented up under the video that there was a lack of communication with their independent business owners. You don't have to worry about that with the one that I'm under, because believe you me, they want you to be just as successful as you want to be successful. So there's always an open line of communication. And so you won't be feeling, you won't be neglected there. This is not one of those things where you sign up and then you never hear from your IBO. Now, in a rare case, that may happen, but that's why you have to do your research. Don't just go on Facebook and start pulling up all of the names of IBOs and then saying, oh, sign up under them. Have a conversation with these people, let them know that, hey, I'm really interested in a work from home opportunity. And even if you have to let them know, well, hey, I've done my research already. What can you tell me about your company? Why should I choose you as my IBO to work up under? Because these independent business owners, you have to trust them with your money. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it real. Arise pays out twice a month, but there's a process. Arise disperses the money to your independent business owner, and then your independent business owner disperses the money to you. So based on the number of hours that you serviced. So do your research. Don't just sign up with anybody, okay? Because there are people out there with janky business ethics, and you just don't want to run into any issues. You don't want to be asking yourself, oh man, why did I sign up under this person? Or why didn't I do my research first? Do your research. Read the Arise website. Go through all of the information. And if you can't find anybody to sign up under, just sign directly up under Arise. Okay? If you can't find a trustworthy person, just sign directly up under Arise, and it's not a big deal. Okay? So, on that note, I hope this was helpful to you guys. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time talking about Arise on here, because I do have several other videos that you guys can refer back to. Now, if you have a question that I have not answered on any video that I've posted on my channel, then comment them below, or you can email me. I will put my email in the description box. If you don't want to post your comment publicly and you want to speak to me privately, then I'm, my door is wide open. I don't mind having a conversation with you about Arise. I don't mind being transparent about the situation and telling you what the real deal is, because that's what's going to help you. It's not going to help you to tell you a little bit of the information and then, you getting into it and then being surprised or being put off by things that you could have knew about in the beginning. So there's nothing to hide with this company. It is what it is, straightforward to the point. If you have any specific questions about something that I didn't go over in this video or any other video, like I said, just comment them below. Or if you want to ask me in private, you can send me an email. I check my emails all the time. And I'll be happy to answer any question that you have as honestly as I can possibly answer them. Okay. So thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but like I said, life changes. So hopefully this is helpful to some of you guys that are looking to start making an income around the holidays, because you do have that opportunity. If you sign up for one of the classes that are starting in early September, then you'll be done by the time December comes, and you'll have some money flowing in, and then you'll go into the new year 2018 with an income. So you guys, thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you guys on another video. Comment, like, and subscribe. Bye-bye.